What is going on, everyone? I am Star Wars Gazer. We are here for some fun tonight. We have got Max Rebo's Media with us. Woo woo. We've got Empress Amidala. What's up? We got Limitless Nerd. What's up, sir? Johnny KC and Mr. John Goffett at the bottom down there. What is up? How is everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Terrible.
What?
Terrible.
Way to break up the
mood,
dude.
So awful, man. No, genuinely though, I'm surprised my face is not broken. Like mentally, okay. Physically, I feel like I'm about to die because in the past 48 hours, I have given myself, I think, 2 concussions.
What?
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
I have quite
Okay.
literally fallen on my own face twice. I was at a trampoline park, attempted a backflip, came down, my knee jammed in the side of my temple. So I have a mild concussion there.
Nice.
I need to ground you again. Come on.
Shortly
I
after-
asked him last night when he was telling me this. I was like, what are you, 6?
Yeah, shortly after I got home, I slipped face first into a coffee table. I think I almost broke my nose.
Oh my
So
god.
I'm just like, my whole face is in pain, but
Brother.
It is for us too, Django. It's okay.
Clearly, the force wasn't with you.
Love you.
No, it's not.
That look.
Oh, nice.
We love you,
Oh,
Django.
that's so cool.
is it
That's so
swollen?
cool.
I can't tell.
It's huge and it's bright neon green.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
You might want to adjust the lighting a little bit, I think.
Here,
No, you look great, man.
Good, dude.
You look
good.
great, dude. Yeah.
Well, how are you guys?
Right.
How are you guys recovering? It's been 2 days. We said 2 weeks in a day since Rebel
Wow.
Scum Con.
Oh,
How
my
are you
God.
guys recovering?
I'm still having a con hangover.
Yeah.
Right?
Me
I
too.
know.
Me too. It's not
Yeah.
wearing off this time,
No.
No.
which I think is a good thing. I think that just means everybody had a really good con if it just doesn't go away.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping this helps.
Yeah.
Bring some closure. Yeah. Maybe bring a little closure to the year. Although we
Relive
might
the
come away
glory
from this and be
days.
like, why?
Hey, we're 44 weeks from the next one, so
Okay.
Wow.
Counting down the weeks.
We got it. We can do this. We can do
That
this.
is so funny. 44
yeah.
weeks.
You know, there was a moment when I was at dinner with some friends at the con, and it's like, it's so cool that you can sit there and you can talk about midichlorians, right? And just, and everyone's like right there with you, right?
Yep.
Because you can't do that, at least normally, hanging out. I just can't sit around and go, hey, so what do you think about midichlorians, man? Are you positive for this? You know what I mean? and so that's why this is so cool. I mean, that's what the best thing about the cons and
Yeah.
meeting friends is.
100%.
Is that.
Yeah, you can ask the questions like, so do you think Palpatine lost on purpose? Or do you think, like,
Exactly.
what do you think, like-
Exactly. And that's the great thing. I think the best thing about the Rebel Scum Con in particular is how it's really becoming an integral part of the community, right? I mean, it's really growing in a really significant way, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I was interviewing one of my other artist friends, Nigel, and he was talking about, he's like, it's like those what do you call it, those Star Wars days back in the day, where Disney used to put on like these Star Wars days for a few days. He goes, it feels like that again.
Yeah,
and it's really, really cool.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It is, and I think when you're just dealing online all the time, you can kind of get. Sometimes I get lost, maybe not the toxicity, but some of the negativity. And so when you get in front of people and you can share the passion and love of Star Wars with them, that makes it all worthwhile, man. It's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Yeah. Max Rebo, how are you guys feeling? Because we talked a little bit yesterday on the podcast that'll be out this Friday. You guys didn't stop traveling. I mean, you guys went from Rebel Scum straight to Chicago. Like, how are you guys feeling?
yeah, we're kind of glad it slowed down. We still got 3 more cons to go.
Yeah.
So we still got some, but yeah, we flew back. We flew back home. Worked a couple of days. I worked. Wife is a teacher, and this one, school was still out for us. They're going back in another week or so. But yeah, we got a couple of days here, and then we boarded a train, Amtrak, and headed out to Chicago. And yeah, it was very interesting too, traveling that way, because we were just able to be relaxed rather than, you know, me needing to be focused and drive and get us there and get back. But yeah, I mean,
it's relaxing.
It is relaxing, but you know, going back to what you were saying, you know, Johnny, where you were like, you know, you can sit there and have that kind of conversation. You go to like an expo and you see someone in cosplay and you're like, oh, there's my people.
Right.
It's like, my people. It's just like everywhere. It's
my
like,
tribe.
It's like the kid in the candy shop, or like for me,
Oh my
it's
gosh,
like me and the Star Wars from Expo.
Right.
Oh, look! It's Star Wars.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
And it's cool too because it takes you back to like for me, like there's so many booths that had like old school, in my opinion, for me, old school StarArs toys that I grew up with. That I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen that in years, you know. And I'm sitting there playing it, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, this is incredible, you know.
I was at a booth like that for at least 30 minutes, just looking
yeah.
at all the figures that I used to collect, because they don't put those figures in Walmart anymore. But I remember being at Walmart when I was like 10 years old or younger, looking through all those exact same ones I was looking at Rebel Scum. I was like, this is I'm back in my childhood. This is crazy.
Yeah. I remember being in Walmart and like they had the figure aisle and it was like all the Batman figures and all the Star Wars figures were next to each other. And I remember just like as a kid, like, this is so cool, you know.
And it was so nice because like I remember when one figure was still only like a $10 bill. That was it, just $10, and now it's like $20 for a figure that doesn't have any joints, and they're just like they suck now. I'm like, what is this?
Don't remind me.
Dude, my original.
Back in my day.
Yeah, I was gonna say back in my day, kiddos. My first Luke Skywalker was $1.80.
Wow.
From Walmart. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Cameron Limitless, how are you feeling?
I'm good. I mean, we were talking right before we started that the kind of the con high hasn't worn off, and I think that just means everybody had a really good time. I mean, it was a busy weekend, I think, for all of us, but I mean, it's Star Wars summer camp. I mean, I was just excited to be there and see all the people and see all my friends from last year and make a whole bunch of new ones. And I mean, I always knew that the con was going to be good, and now we just have the added element of seeing all of our people, our Star Wars family. So
I want them to add Thursday. Let's make it a 4-day Rebel Scum Con.
The first year had a Thursday, I think.
Really?
Yes, it did. I think you're right. It did. Yeah, it had a Thursday.
Wow. Let's go back to it, man. Rebel Scum 4, A New Hope.
Bring it back.
Wasn't it a VIP thing, like a Thursday afternoon VIP thing?
It might have been.
You were able to get your passes from 6 to 9, or at least this year you were able to get your passes from 6 to 9 that Thursday.
But you're saying that when they had it open on Thursday, it was only for VIP that could get in there Thursday afternoon.
I believe that's my memory.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Because I know me and Johnny were both at the first year.
Yes, we were.
Okay.
Us and about 100 other people.
And now this year, I wonder how many. Cameron, do you know how many people darkened the doors of Rebel Scum Con this year? Have you talked to any of the guys?
I have talked to them, but I don't know the final number. I think they were still calculating when I last talked to them.
Yeah. I mean, you got to figure, I mean, obviously it's a ton. I mean, they're moving to a space next year that's going to be at least triple the size of what it is now. So it's like, how many people came through that door? I mean,
I know that this year was drastically bigger than last year.
Yes. Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
And I will say too, I really enjoyed the way they rearranged some of the way the things were set up, like especially with like the celebrities and stuff. I thought it was way better of a fit this year than last year. Last year ended up being kind of a cluster the way they had it. So, and they changed the panel, like where the panel room was, Mackenzie, they actually had that open for more guests back there rather than the two aisles next to each other. The one aisle on the far side had was the panel room. So they swapped the two, and I think it worked a lot better this year for that.
It definitely seemed. It did not seem like this was the third year that they were doing this. It to me,
I agree.
us going to nine or 10 cons this year, it's so worked out, so smooth, and hats off to those guys. Hats off to all those people that really went into organizing this.
Yes,
I know it's more than a year. It takes them like 13, 14 months to plan one, but it was this. I mean, this being our first year there, it was very impressive, impressive for sure.
Well, you can tell it's put together by people that, in my opinion, generally care and are fans. It's not just it's not a money grab, right? It's literally, it's like if Star Wars fans sat around and it's like, what would we want in a convention? They really try to put that in, I think. So I think it's a labor of love for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So huge shout out to Josh, Kentucky, and Dante over there for putting all of this
and Bobby
together. And Bobby. Can never forget about Bobby. Bobby, we love you, Bobby. Empress, how are you feeling?
It was so surreal. This was my first Rebel Scum Con, and I still remember being on FaceTime with you, Morgan, when we were talking and you were like, you have to go. Like, this is not an option. I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of expensive. And you're like, no, cut
This is
anything
happening.
else. You're going to Rebel Scum.
Yep.
And it was so cool. Granted, again, like that was my first Rebel Scum, but just compared to the other conventions I've been to, you could just feel the difference. Just like how you were mentioning, you can tell that it's by the fans for the fans kind of thing. And that was just really awesome to experience. I'm curious to see, and this is kind of something I was curious on other people's thoughts too, if we feel like the spirit of it or what makes it special will change as it gets bigger, just because obviously it was much bigger this year. What are we kind of thinking going forward?
I mean, personally, I think as long as they keep what they've been doing, the main thing, I think the building might change, but I don't think the atmosphere will change. I think it'll be the same atmosphere, just on a bigger scale. Where there'll be more Star Wars stuff to look at. You think there's a lot of Star Wars stuff to look at now. Wait until next year when you're in there and you're like, okay, this is a little, they might have to add a fourth day just so you can get through everything.
I mean, I'm slightly biased because I'm local to the show and have been friends with Josh and Bobby in Kentucky for a very, very long time. But having said that, I know how important the community aspect of it is to them. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that they will hold on to that as long as humanly possible. If that's their only priority, then that will be their only priority.
That's good.
Yeah.
What do you think, Johnny?
Oh, I agree. I think that I knew after the first year that the infrastructure and the bones were solid on that. And it just was going to take them time to, I remember at the end of the first year walking through the lobby, and Josh was there on a couch, just passed out sleeping. He hadn't slept in 3 days. Just and just that level of commitment. We're going to make this the best thing we can do. I knew at that moment that these guys were legit, right?
Yeah.
And I believe it really serves an important thing for our Star Wars community. I mean, celebrations don't happen every year.
Right.
And so this gives us an opportunity to get together more than just every 3 years or two, whatever, the official Disney Lucasfilm folks are doing. So
I don't know how many of you
if you want to travel international.
Right.
I mean, when was the last time it was in the States?
Yeah.
6 or 8 years ago, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious. Johnny, have you been to Celebration before?
I did Celebration 1 through 3.
Okay, because I've never been to Celebration, but every person I talk to says that this is a mini Celebration on a more intimate level.
Yeah, it is. It is, and because it's Star Wars fans, right?
Yeah.
But this feels way more grassroots, not quite as corporate, right? I mean, it and not that the celebrations aren't great, but these are the people that care. At a deep level across the board. So it shows in everything that they do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of crazy too. Like year 3, and I mean, last year was my first year. They already had Sam Witwer year 2.
Oh, I know,
And
right?
then year 3, they're pulling the guests that they're pulling with Paul Hyung-sung Lee, Bryce Dallas Howard, like all, and I'm like, how? Like,
yeah,
this is incredible,
isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, Ahmad Best for the second year. I mean, for goodness sakes, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Do y'all remember?
Oh, go ahead, Johnny.
No,
go
I
ahead,
just do y'all remember the guests of the first year? I'm trying to remember who they had.
It was the headliner at the first year was Ahmed Best, and then you had
That's right. He was first year.
You had the 3 Mandos. You had Barry Lowen, Brendan, and Lateef, and those were kind of the big ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah.
But Brendan and Lateef weren't even widely publicized at that point. 3
No,
years
not
ago.
at that point.
No.
Not at that point. No.
Yeah. That's
I actually
crazy.
think Rebel Scum year 1 was the first con that Brendan, Lateef, and Barry Lowen had all done at the same time.
Dang. I have a really cool story. So my first year, like I said, was last year, Rebel Scum Con 2, and I'm solid friends with Roger Christian, and he was there, and his son, who travels with him all the time, and so it was cool to see him again. It had been like the second or third time I'd seen him during the year, but the coolest part of it was sitting next to him in the booth over is oh man, he was the original. He worked on like the Jawas transport and stuff.
Was it Lauren Peterson?
Lauren Peterson, yes.
Yeah.
He's sitting there next to Roger, and I walk up to Roger, and I'm like, "Hey, man, like, what's it like being back with Lauren again?" He goes, "Actually, this is the first time we've ever met." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? You both worked on the original movie together." He goes, "Yeah, we never saw each other. This is the first time we've ever met." Almost
That's
50
crazy.
years later, and that was the first time they'd ever met. I'm like, "This is insane."
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was wild. Django, how are you feeling, man?
About overall?
Well, just like, overall, kind of in general, yeah.
Yeah, well, about the con, I mean, it kind of what everyone else has been saying about it, how this was such a personal one. This wasn't something that felt super corporate. Like even the celebrities, that was one of my favorite things, was going up and just having a conversation with the celebrities. Like you didn't feel rushed. You didn't feel like you were a burden in any way. I went up and I talked to John Boyega for like a couple minutes, like, and it was weird because there was nobody in his line, which I was a little shocked by that. Like, it's John Boyega. Why do people not want to meet him? But anyway, there was like nobody in his line. I'm like, okay, I'll just go talk to him. We just had a good conversation. I'm like, this is cool. They're obviously, every celebrity I've known, after going to a couple conventions and meeting so many of them, you start to realize, oh, they are just humans too, like, so I try not to go crazy and, do all the autographs or pictures all the time. I just like to be personal with them, go up and just talk. So that was one of my favorite things to do at this convention, is just go up and talk to them. Like you and I talked to Sam, I forget his last name, but
Sam Huntington. Yeah.
Yes. We were talking to him for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. He was
no one
asking
else
about my camera. That's what, like, you were wanting to kind of talk to him, and he was talking to something, and then he looked over and he goes, "Is that a DJI?" And then we just started this 10-minute, 15-minute conversation. I was like, okay.
I started talking to his son, and then his son and I kept meeting like all throughout the convention later and stuff. And I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, I feel like I'm actually getting to know them rather than just like feel like I have to stay away because he's a celebrity.
Yeah.
So I don't know, not just in that with the celebrities, but with all the people there too, getting to meet other content creators that I've been following for years. Like Gabe's New Empire, he was there. He was pretty cool. Or the Ray side. And cool seeing Mackenzie again for the first time in like 2 years, because we met like 2 years ago in Chicago. But we hadn't seen each other since. And then you became an affiliate, and I was like, oh, I wonder when we can see each other again. So that was fun, just getting to see everyone again, like you said, and just having that. It was so intimate. It was so personal. You would walk from one side of the convention to the other, and the person that you saw on this side, it is like already over there. It's like you would run into the same people like every couple minutes. Everywhere I looked, it wasn't just Star Wars, but it was also people that I knew, and it was really, really fun. But I'll shut up here after a second. I will tell you, one of my favorite parts of this con was not just the convention itself, but how personal it felt outside of that as well.
Yeah.
The after parties were insane.
Yes.
Boonta Eve,
that was
Dave and Buster's. Like
legendary.
I loved Boonta Eve. That was one of the best nights. I'm
Yes.
chalking up to one
Was
of the best nights of
everyone?
my
Did
life.
everyone see Jonathan's performance at Boonta?
I was up
I
front with a
missed
drink
it.
in my hand, recording the entire thing. It was great.
I know Mackenzie I
missed
saw
it.
her recording with the phone. I was like, oh, this is cool.
You saw me
That
at
was
one point
epic.
because you even like looked into the camera and got like super close to it as you were singing.
Oh
and,
yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
that was fun.
"Woo!"
I was like, I gotta do the best I can. But anyway, that was really, really fun. And getting to do that with not just a ton of the people that went to the con, but even the celebrities themselves
Yes.
came to hang out with us. And like, that was so cool. I got to sing Bohemian Rhapsody for the Mandalorians, you know, like wasn't Catherine Tabor there? I got to sing Bohemian Rhapsody for Padme, you know, like, it's like, what is going, it was just, it was so cool.
It was funny, and it was funny too because the next day you and I were cosplaying, and we went up to the table with C. Andrew Nelson, and him and I can't remember the other guy that was there, the voice for Wedge Antilles. They were like, "Dude, like, we were sitting there, and we were like, ooh, I don't know if like that's a tough one to hit." Like, and then he's like, "Dude, you fully embraced it and just took it, man." I don't know. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was cool seeing celebrities, like you said, voice of Wedge or a guy that's played Darth Vader come up to me and is like, "Good job at Bohemian Rhapsody last night, by the way." It's so weird. It's so weird.
Now, I will say that story leads into a funnier story because, and if you guys haven't seen this, so the day that we were cosplaying, Django and I are doing a lightsaber giveaway, right? And so we had to come up with a code word. People had to find me. I had to make sure they were following me, Theory Sabers, and Django on YouTube and Instagram. And then I would give them a code word. Well, the code word we decided that the night before, because of everything that happened, was Bohemian Rhapsody. And so
I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, I thought it was a great idea. We're like, this is fantastic. What could go wrong, right? So there's a couple people that found me. I gave them the code word. And it wasn't until later, and Django, you were telling me this, and then I watched it in the video and I was editing. One of the guys found him, and Django was sitting there talking to people, and he's like, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Django thinking that he's like, oh yeah, that was a great time last night, you know, and is like talking to me, completely ignores him and turns back to the people and starts talking to the other people. And for like, I don't know, for quite a while, this guy's just standing there patiently waiting the entire time. This poor guy. And then finally, like, Django's done and he turns around and the guy's still standing there and he goes, so like, what happens now? And he goes, what do you mean? He goes, I gave you the code word. And he's like, oh my goodness.
Shout out to Daniel. I think Daniel.
Yes, Daniel Gonzalez on Instagram.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was the winner. But yeah, because people had been coming up to me all day saying that. I was like, oh yeah. Someone was like from across the room was like, oh, I just heard the word Bohemian Rhapsody. I looked over and he was looking at me. I was just like, yeah, that was me. So just all day. So I just thought he was doing it too. And I felt so bad, but hey, he still won it. He got it. We figured it out and he got it.
He got it. Yep.
He's very happy with it.
All right. So Django, something else you talked about leads into a great segment. You talked about your favorite part of the convention was that the after parties. You loved and enjoyed that. How about for the rest of you guys? Let's go around the room here. Like, what was your favorite part of the convention? Or do you have a highlight of the weekend for you that just really stood out? I'll give you guys a few seconds to think. I've told a few people this. Mine was walking around as Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know, I love getting pictures of people, making kids' days, obviously. But the cutest one was this little girl. She had to been like 3 or 4 years old. And I hear like the tiniest little voice, Obi-Wan. And I turn around and this little itty bitty 3 or 4 year old in Leia buns and a Leia cosplay. She has the little Anakin pendant on her. And I gave her the whole hello there. And like we took this picture and everything. And then after we were done, she looks up at me and she goes, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. And I was like, oh, I'm dead. Like,
oh, dude.
It was the cutest thing ever. And to me, that was the highlight. Cause it's like making kids weekends like that. Like just, yes, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's awesome.
Oh, wow. Favorite.
So I'll jump in so that I can give people time too. It's a core memory. I know my wife and I, we are going to keep this in our mind for the rest of our lives. So Saturday morning, everyone's coming in, piling in, and Mackenzie here just sees Bryce Dallas, and she's like, "Hi." And Bryce, like, she does that, kind of wave, but then looks back and does a little bit of a stare. And then she goes and she goes to the con or whatever. And so now we're ready to see her and get an autograph. And we go up to the handler and I go to the handler. I'm like, "You were in Rhode Island last year, weren't you?" And she goes, I don't know. And so she goes, "Bryce, were we in Rhode Island last year?" And Bryce is like, we didn't want to interrupt Bryce and the fan that she was talking to. She goes, yeah, we were. And sees Mackenzie. She goes, "I have a story to tell you." And we were just like, "Oh, okay." So now when we get up there, and the reason why I'm saying this is because she'll take a whole hour and a half explaining it. So I'll try to really just get to the main part.
Valid.
So we get up there, and she goes, "Do you remember the conversation you and I had at Rhode Island Comic Con?" And she's like, "What did you say you wanted to see more in Star Wars?"
I said I want to see Darth Vader rise to power the Inquisitors and the Empire rise.
And she told Bryce this back in November before Maul came out, right? Bryce Dallas went straight to Dave Filoni and said, "We've heard from the people. There's this young fan that this is what she wants to see. We've told Bryce she's going to really love Maul." Okay. So we're just like, all right, this is great. Freaking out. I start walking away because, we were chatting away with her for like 15, 20 minutes. It was a long time. And my wife and I, we start walking away, and Mackenzie's just there wrapping up. And Bryce is like, "You know what? I need a selfie." So she takes out her own phone and takes a selfie with her. And we're like, oh, and every single thing she's doing is just melting our heart. Then she goes, "You know what? I had to send a message."
No, before that, she's like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Mackenzie." And then she like finds her phone, goes in the back, does a little video, and saying like, "This is Mackenzie." Then she comes over and like, "This is the little girl who asked the question in Rhode Island Comic Con."
So she was sending that video to Dave Filoni. Like,
that's so cool.
That's amazing.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Just want to say, that was also my favorite part of the convention. But there was like this super funny moment, as you guys said that you were dressed up on one of the days, and there's the costume contest that same exact day, and you guys were both of you were brought up stage and doing like that. "I have the high ground." And I was the judge, and so my dad has his mic on me, and so every time when he records, it turns on my mic. So when he's recording, it really hears me. And so when you guys are like doing the whole performance, they're hearing me like saying like, "Oh, I like this costume," or like, "This should get first place," and then it's just so funny.
So it's such a great bit ruined by a hot mic.
Can I ask one question, Kenzie? No hard feelings, but why didn't you choose me to be the winner? Because I clearly had the best costume there. So like,
hey, we were in a partnership there, dude. Why are you throwing me under the bus?
I mean, true. Mine's clearly better.
I just hate when
wow.
To all
just taking shots.
No offense to all my friends. I just hate when my friends are in a costume contest because, like, oh, I want to pick them, but like I want to pick someone else. It's really good for like my friends.
Django and I talked about it. We did. I think crowd reaction. We won. Like.
I actually did the performance. It's like the performance or winning the cosplay contest.
I told Gazer after, I was like, I honestly feel like part of the reason we didn't win was maybe because Mackenzie was a judge. That's so fair though, because like obviously us, so like it's okay if we're disqualified. That performance was our win. We enjoyed that.
The other judges didn't write anything on their clipboards. It was only me that wrote everything down. And so they were like, all on me. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So good. Like, if I go to like like a convention or any other like places where they have a costume contest and I'm the judge, I would pick basically Star Wars or like something that looks really good and there's a lot of like armor and like you really put all of like that sweat and that courage to put it on at a convention. And so when I'm at like the actual Star Wars convention where I see all Star Wars and Mandalorians, Stormtroopers, Darth Vaders, I'm like, wow, okay, who should I pick?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, the samurai stormtrooper.
There.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
Django and I, talking about the win there, like that night after it was all said and done, we went to that Dave and Buster's after party, and we ran into DJ Elliott there, and he does a lot of the DJing for, like, he just did D23. He does it for Star Wars Celebration.
Nice.
And I ran into him like, hey man, like thanks for allowing us to do that little like impromptu like high ground thing. And he goes, dude, that was fantastic. He goes, are you guys going to be at Star Wars Celebration? And I was like, yeah, we are. We're actually rooming together. We'll be there. He goes, I want you two up at the panels. I want to do that again.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Whoa, dude, that's epic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
So Mackenzie here, she won second place in the kids cosplay.
Heck yeah.
Right. And when they announced the winner, I'm like, look, if you're gonna lose, this is the kid you're gonna lose to.
Oh my goodness.
The kid was Darth Maul.
It was the Spider Maul.
He had the
I saw that.
Oh no,
yes, and
I
had
didn't see that.
legs, and it was PVC, and
wow.
It was really cool.
Yeah, I'm like, if you're gonna lose, that's what you're gonna lose to.
It's like,
That's
it's my
wild.
master. Like,
That's
I'm
cool.
bowing to him.
We have a little bit of a celebrity in the house, Commander Jesse, all the way in Australia.
Jesse.
Yo,
See you in LA for celebration. Yo, Commander Jesse. Heck yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
We'll
By
see
the
you
way-
in LA, brother.
If you can, help that guy out on Instagram. He's trying to get connected with Star Wars Official in Australia. So tag, like, he has a post on Instagram. If you find it, tag Star Wars Australia out there. We're trying to get him hooked up out there. It'd be fun.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
How about the
Also,
rest of you guys?
Sorry, real quick. Can I just say this
Yeah.
real quick?
Absolutely. This is great. I love this.
Based on you were pointing out one of your favorites, that Maul, that little kid that was Maul. I thought that sounds really cool. I wish I could have seen that guy. But one of my favorites, and Gazer, you'll remember this too. I'll show here on my phone. This Darth Vader, the cracked mask here. I hope that's showing up well. But
It is, yes.
you can see that well enough, at least to know like what he's doing. That was one of the most epic cosplays I have ever seen. It was
I
so
took
good.
a
Wow.
picture with him, and his son had like a Darth Vader shirt on, and so it was like so cool how like his son is just like walking around as his like handler and bodyguard like with like the Vader merch, and he's just like he's like that zombie Vader like
Yeah.
help
He
me.
he killed that.
He did. That was absolutely epic. That was so cool. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Johnny, how about you, man? What's the highlight of your weekend, man?
Well, man, my experience is a little different than y'all's because I have to be in my booth, 24/7 when the con's going. So I'm very insular, so I have to kind of let experiences come to me, right? And so probably my favorite moments just are the people that I get to interact with. I know that's kind of a broad answer, but I had a box of little Stormtrooper action figures, and I was giving those away to the kids for free, just as something fun to do, and just being able to be with my tribe and talk to people and hang out. I mean, those are all my favorite moments, man. Just because I do so many art fairs, and it's each one's different and special in their own way, but this one was, having the Star Wars focus was something that always makes it fun and worthwhile.
Yeah. And I'll echo, besides the one I said, like I'll echo kind of what Django said. And Johnny, you might agree with this too. Like the after parties, that dinner Sunday night, like just that stuff, hanging out with friends.
Right. Yeah. The friends, definitely. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but yeah, no.
No, you're good.
No, it was all, it's those moments that make it for me. It's the moments of meeting you all, making new friends, seeing old friends, all of that. I mean, that's my favorite part of the whole thing. Yeah.
Yep. to see you guys in person, like Empress, to see you in person for the first
I
time. That was
know,
wild.
it's crazy.
It was cool.
Yeah.
To reconnect with like Django and Limitless there, and then to
Oh,
meet
yeah.
you, like to meet you, Johnny, for the first time. To
Yeah,
meet
oh, yeah.
Mackenzie over there, like
Oh yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
And Mackenzie, you are a hoot and a holler, girl. Holy cow! Do you ever slow down and stop? Because like you just like even it was like 1 a.m. at Dave and Buster's, and she's just like da 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 da. I'm like, goodness, girl.
I was like a kid in a candy store, like on a sugar rush, but like not on a sugar rush, like so immersed, like
Yeah.
Immersed. That's a good word.
I was just like
Yeah.
in the moment, in the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were
Absolutely.
vibing.
And even at Boot to Eve, when the DJ actually said something to us about being like what kind of great parents are we that we got
No,
this
it
kid.
was
Oh,
like
totally.
the announcer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, you got this kid sitting out here this late.
We're like
At a
front
bar.
row.
All I wanted to see though, I was hoping Mackenzie would hop up on stage and sing us a song.
Yeah.
I like to sing, but as like a
Next
big
year.
group.
We got to get you
Yeah.
up there next year.
Next year. How about us as a group? We'll try to get us. We'll all go up there and we'll sing with you.
How about we do lightsaber twirling contest?
Yeah.
Oh, there we
I
go.
need to learn how to really twirl really fast because when I twirl, it goes all the way down to the bottom. And I was Devin Azara, and
Oh, I just saw that video.
yeah, and
I did
actually
too.
behind the scene, it actually flew out of my hand and landed. So that lightsaber that I was using is like a practice saber where I usually like practice outside with the trailing and it
Yep.
bang really hard. And so I'm like used to like having it like drop down, but on the grass outside. So when it like dropped and people were online and it made like huge clink, and I'm like, oh.
She tried to learn twirling down here. We're like, no.
No.
No. We don't care if it's winter in New York. You're going out in a winter coat. You're
Yes.
We were doing a video and I was twirling and the lightsaber turned off. It died when we were recording.
Yeah.
So when I'm like
That's
twirling
the worst.
outside in the snow, we're like, oh, we have it all planned out. The light is gonna bounce off of the snow. Once I like basically
Yeah.
like 1 second after, turned off.
I will say
Yeah.
though, doing some lightsaber videos out in the snow when it's
Yeah.
Oh,
dark out, dude.
Yeah.
Peak
It
video right
always
there.
Oh.
hits.
It does.
That was actually
I
one
love
of
the
my big
behind the
regrets.
scenes when you start like chattering, your mouth is
Yeah, bro.
numb, and you're like,
You
Yeah.
start the camera and you're like, "Hey, everyone!"
Okay.
But
That was
it's so
actually-
worth it.
One of my big regrets is Mackenzie. We didn't film any content at all. We barely even got one picture. Like we got to do some more next year. We got to do.
I
stuff.
even got a couple pictures with Mackenzie.
I
Yeah.
got like 4 selfies, so I did good.
Yeah.
I feel like
Johnny, what were you gonna say?
Running with the Rontos. There we go. That was awesome. The running with the Rontos.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, God,
That's hilarious.
there's so many. I've seen so many videos of that.
Same.
Yes.
Not so much of the prisoners running or things like
No,
that. But
no,
It's just
Yeah.
all been the.
All yeah.
Wait, Johnny, were you one of those?
no. I
Were you
wasn't.
running? Okay. I was like, were you
Yeah.
in one of the costumes? That's crazy.
Dude,
That
my
was
sister
crazy.
said that. My sister said, "Was that?" She texted me, "Was that you?" I'm like, "What? What are y'all saying? No, what are y'all saying?" mean,
I
you
know one of the. I think it was the guy
Uh-huh.
that I don't know if he
Uh-huh.
started it or not, but Dax, he was one of the guys that did it, and I thought that was hilarious. He
The
was like,
dude
"Hey,
in
we're
the
gonna be
slave
doing-"
Leia.
No,
The-
no, he
the-
was
He was fantastic.
No.
He was
No.
my favorite
No.
cosplay person.
No.
Yeah, the dude in the slave Leia.
That was an interesting sight.
That was really interesting. All right, moving on from that, Empress. How about you? What's what's a
my
highlight of the
goodness.
weekend?
Come on.
Well, we talked about a lot of them already, so I will expand upon that. I did get to meet Dennis Haysbert, which was really cool. But it was just like in passing. I was all the way at the end of the hallway and I was doing a photo shoot with Alan, and he was walking with his handler to go into a panel, and we're at the end of the hallway, right? And I just hear his booming voice like, I like your cosplay. And I'm like, I didn't even, I heard him. And you know his voice is iconic. And I
Yes.
just froze.
Allstate guy.
Are you
Yeah.
in good
Yes.
hands?
Yes, I froze. And I was like, thank you. And then he lingers for a second. And I'm like, I can see he's trying to go somewhere, and I've totally frozen. And there's this pause, and then he continues the conversation and asks, like, oh, what's your character? Is that makeup a stencil? Did you hand draw it or whatever? So then once he like continued the interaction, I kind of pause and then I just go for it. And I'm like, can I take a picture with you? And he like looks at his handler, and his handler's like, yeah, I mean, if you're cool with that. So then I got to actually go up to him and shake his hand and like have this whole moment. It
That's
was just
cool.
so cool because obviously, he wasn't at a booth. I didn't like pay for an autograph or a picture or anything. It was just a
Hmm.
totally spontaneous moment.
Those are the
And
best.
Yes.
it
Yeah,
is the best.
it was organic.
It
Yes.
was so organic, and to have
that.
like, someone ask you if your makeup is a stencil was like a compliment in and of itself, but then to have someone like on a Star Wars project ask you, and I think my favorite part about that interaction specifically was his energy. Like you could tell that the celebrities there felt relaxed enough to have genuine connection. And
Yeah.
at a different con, they wouldn't feel comfortable
No.
to do it. Like they're
No.
stressed, they're
Mm.
busy, they're this, that, and the
Mm.
other. It's go, go, go. So it's
Yeah.
like you could tell that they were relaxed, and it just goes to show like their passion that they have for projects they work on and for Star Wars, and just like getting to share that special moment was
Mhm.
just really cool.
That is
Totally.
really cool.
So
If you ever look up why Adam Driver no longer does cons, the last one he went to, he left his hotel room, went down to go get a burger, and people from the con said, "What are you doing? You can't be down here." And he goes, "I'm getting dinner." And they're like, "No, go to your room, Wilson room service. We can't afford you being down here and people wanting to come to you and say, 'Can I have a picture and can I get an autograph?' They have to do it at the booth." So
Yeah.
again, going back to like the difference between a corporate run event
Yes.
and
Mhm.
for the fan by the fan type of
Yeah.
an event.
Mhm.
And it's cool too to see like different, like I saw Vanessa Marshall walking around the con floor, and like nobody like was like bothering her, like, can I have an autograph, can I have a picture, can I have an autograph? They were just letting her do her thing, and they're like, hey Vanessa, and walking by, like
People were just
people were just people,
Yeah.
like it was, and it makes them feel comfortable, because it's like, okay, I can take a deep breath, I can relax a little bit, like
It goes
and
back to
enjoy
what I
myself.
was saying earlier. It's like, yes, okay, they're celebrities, but they're also just people.
Yes.
Like they're doing their job when they're acting. Yes, we would love to be. Some of us say we would love to be in their position. Some of us say we would love to meet these people we look up to. But yeah, as fun as it must be to be an actor at times, it is also work. Like they're just doing their job. So yeah, they're people just like us.
Yeah.
So who would be your fanboy actor or actress? Like the one that you just have to meet or couldn't?
For me, it's Ewan.
Ewan, yeah.
Yeah, because of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I want to meet Ewan.
I've already met Hayden and Ewan, so at the top of my list now, I would probably put. I want to say either Andrew Garfield or Johnny Depp.
Wow. Yeah.
On Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah. No, as much as I love Star Wars, I've met like so many. It's like I like other projects too. Pirates of the Caribbean is my favorite thing outside of Star Wars. So gotta meet Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you guys? That's a good question. And then Limitless, we still got to ask you your highlight, but
Yeah.
Do you want me to do highlight first, or you want me to answer the other question first?
let's answer the other question first, and then do your highlight.
Gosh, who would I want to meet? Yeah, I mean, Ewan and Hayden are probably the most, like, I'll say realistic and attainable. I mean, like the clear, like, impossible answer would be like, I'd love to pick George Lucas's brain for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
not possible at this point.
Yeah. I mean, if I
But
could, George
you
Lucas
never
would be
know.
great, but
Yeah. So I mean, I'll go with Ewan and Hayden.
Mine's Natalie Portman for sure.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
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 Sounds like you have an in. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Hook the rest of
Any
us up. I'm just kidding.
director,
yeah.
like any behind the scenes director or like animator, because I'm so like torn between what I want to like have as a job, and I want to be like an editor or like an animator for like the Lucasfilm animation. So like if they go to like a convention, I would just like pick their brain and like, how do you do this? Like, how long does it take for do like a blink or like a motion, trying to do like a wave? Like, how do you like make all that? Like how?
So funny story about her, because again, you know, my wife and I, we have to constantly remind ourselves of her age. You know, like we're just thinking she's just hanging out with the pros, right? Like she's, you know, closing the places out. We only started going to cons in 2021, and we met Ashley and Matt Lanter. That was the first time. That was the first reason why we went to a con. And then a couple of months later, we saw them again at Boston Fan Expo, but then we also met Ewan. And when we went in, was a picture. When we went in for the picture, she was in front of us. Ewan squatted down, put his hand out there to shake it, and said, "Hello there." And she froze. She absolutely froze.
Totally.
And then, so at the end, we were like, "Well, you know,
I would
it's Ashley." And she's like, "Yeah, but I see him on the screen."
It's like with voice actors, you like don't see the character, and like once they like speak in the character's voice, you're like, "Oh, I saw this one video, and it's like couples like surprising the other person, like their childhood voice actor, and all like them are like surprised, like the person who's like having the camera is like, do you know who this is? And then the person's like, no. And then once the voice actor does the voice, they're like, oh my god!
I saw this video.
Yeah, I actually had a couple people this weekend. We were talking about like different Disney characters in animation, and my friend Nigel, one of his favorite animated characters is Hondo, and I was like, "Did you know that the voice of Hondo is Jim Cummings, who voices Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and all that?" And he goes, "Are you really?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's the same guy." He was like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the same guy that voices all that." I smell profit.
He does so much. He does so much Disney stuff. It's not even funny.
Yeah, he does. All right, Limitless, how about you? What is your highlight of the weekend?
I mean, the easiest answer is just all the people, but we've said that I don't know how many times already, so I'll give you something else. It was getting invited, and I have to shout out Gabe's Empire for this, because this was all his doing, not mine. Getting invited onto the creator showcase panel that was on Friday.
So cool.
And getting to, getting to sit there with Gabe and Carly King and Star Wars Explained, and some of the nicest people, but some of the people that are recognizable in Star Wars content. And a year ago at Rebel Scum 2025, I was sitting in the audience at that panel with some of those same people, and that was kind of what gave me the push to start everything that I'm doing. And then flash forward a year later to be sitting there speaking with them because they wanted me there.
That's so cool.
That's so
very
surreal.
Full circle. And some of the people that have guided me and given me advice, and it was I was like, I don't think I'm going to have anything to say, but if they want me up here, then so be it.
I also think the panels are a highlight, because all the panels, if you go to like a different convention, like the panels are going to be different. And I remember watching the Mall Traveler panel. It was so funny. And I feel like the celebrities just like here to have fun, to reconnect with the other voice actors that like they worked with on a TV show or a movie, and they're like, hi again, oh my goodness, like this is like, it's so fun. And then during the panels, like it's a memory for them.
Yeah.
And definitely building on what you were saying, right? We saw the Maul Shadow Lord panel that was there, and Vanessa Marshall was having so much fun, right? Yelling at Vader coming in.
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
I want my lungs back. What would have been so incredible, so epic, when she said, I contacted HR, I want my lungs back. If Dolores would have walked in at that point, that would have been absolute gold. But then we saw Vanessa Marshall the following week at Chicago Fan Expo panel with Sam Witwer and David Collins and Matthew Wood, and it was different atmosphere, which is exactly what she was saying. the Fan Expo panel, they're up there, larger. Like it definitely had a more down to earth feel.
Yeah.
Talking about panels, I just have to say that something that Rebel ScumCon I think does very well is who they get to moderate the panels, because in a lot of fan expos it's just either like a radio host that's local to the city, or it's somebody that may not be as
Familiar.
tapped into who they're talking to. Like they probably know who it is or get us, some kind of debrief or whatever, but Rebel ScumCon picks all of these creators and actual fans that know what to ask, because they want to know the same thing that everybody else wants to know. So Rebel ScumCon is very good at who gets to moderate the panel.
It was cool too to see like when Bryce Dallas Howard at her panel, and then Brendan and Lateef started coming in. They started laughing and she was calling out like different memories. Do you remember that when we did this or whatever? And, Brendan's over there laughing. Like stuff like that. But my favorite panel moment is actually from last year when Determined Focus interviewed Sam Witwer and David Collins, and Determined Focus, shout out to Will of the Force. He had found an old photo of Sam Witwer when he was auditioning for stuff back in like the heyday. So he like opens this thing up and turns it around, and Sam's like, no! He's like in the couch. He's like, no, where'd you get that? He goes, that's not important. What I want to know is, it was just kind of funny, man, to see like his genuine reaction. Like, no,
I love that clip. I love that clip.
Yeah.
And it was funnier to be in the panel when that happened, because you're like, oh Lord, this is hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
awesome.
I love it. So Empress, you said, you talked about me making you go. Are you glad I made you go?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Jonathan had mentioned it, and I always love to go to any convention that he's at. And so I had heard about it, but then like talking to you on the phone and the conversation that we had, and then just like seeing how excited you were, and you're like, no, you're going. I was like, okay, well, I have to go.
Yeah.
Yes, no,
great.
I'm so happy I went. That was easily the best convention I've been to. Easily. Yeah. So I'm excited for next year.
You got to keep doing that with her, by the way, because she says that I'm kind of her convention info broker. Like she doesn't usually go to a con unless she hears about it from me. So
and then Jonathan, so what are we doing next?
Yeah, she's like, when's the next con? I'm just like, oh well, I'm going to this one in like a week. She's like, why didn't you tell me about that? I can go.
Broker is such a good way to put that. That's amazing.
I love it.
That's exactly what has happened on multiple occasions. She's like, I can go. Why didn't you tell me? I'm like,
what are you gonna do with me?
Or there's been other times where I'm like, can you make it to this one? You're like, no. And I'm like, Hayden Christensen's going to be there. You're like, okay, I'll go.
Yeah, that's so funny. I can't go that weekend, but Hayden's going to be there. I will be there.
I have to be bullied into it a little bit. That's okay. It's out of love.
All right, guys.
You got to tell her.
One of the other questions I wanted to ask too is, did you guys get any sweet pickups last couple weekends ago? And if you did, what is your coolest pickup? It could be an autograph, it could be a picture, it could be anything. Whatever you want to share, something that you picked up that weekend.
I think the only thing I got was my photograph with Manny, which was amazing. And I actually had to take it twice because I was blinking in the first one, but I was not complaining. I had to do it twice because in the picture we're doing a pose from one of the fight scenes from Acolyte. And I was not complaining at all. It was awesome.
Cool.
So that was definitely like, I made sure that was on me at the TSA. There was no checked bag situation. I had eyes on it the whole way home.
That's smart.
I like it.
Yeah.
Limitless, you grab something. So
yeah,
you got.
I have two. One, this is a shameless plug.
Oh,
I love it,
dude.
Yeah. I love
Thank
it.
you, man.
Keep going with the shameless plugs. I love it.
Thank you.
But
I so appreciate that. Holy, thank you.
The other one is I brought my Mando and Grogu IMAX poster and got it totally filled up by everybody that was there.
Nice.
So I think I ended up with 12 signatures on here, I think. So
Wow.
That's getting after it.
just to
That is.
fill those up. So
That's so cool.
We had ours, and we totally didn't get Paul's signature, and totally forgot he was a pilot in that movie.
No.
No.
Yeah, so we're like, we gotta hit him up again.
he'll be back. I have no doubt that he'll be back at a Rebel Scum Con at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
we basically finished our Amanda poster. I don't know. There's so many good ones.
There was a lot of cool stuff. I got a lot of pins, and I got so much stuff.
I got like free stuff right here. It's just like a whole bunch of patches right here, a whole bag. Like
Nice.
you have so many things still on my table.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. For me, there was a kind of a big milestone. So the beginning, well, technically the end of last year, but really the beginning of the year, I started a trek to lose weight. And I told myself if I had lost at least 50 pounds, I would get myself a tattoo at Rebel Scum Con.
Nice.
And so
That's
officially
a pretty good
right
take
now,
home.
right? I
Yeah.
know. So I ended up losing, I'm at 60 pounds down right now.
Wow, congrats.
And so I ended up getting myself this bad boy here.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice.
So
That's
I
awesome.
remember I walked by
Wow.
the booth while you were getting
yeah, that's right. Yep.
Wow.
100%. So fun. It's a cool memento to have. You know, it's a permanent one. You know, you never have to.
It is, in fact.
Yeah.
It is in
is.
fact permanent.
Indeed.
Permanent. So, how about Johnny? Did you get anything? I mean, I know you were at your booth the whole time.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I wasn't. I made one loop of the vendor floor, and that's all at the end. I didn't. I don't know, kind of lame. I didn't get
It's all
any
good.
swag. So yeah, came home with memories.
There you go. I
That's
like
the
that.
best.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Yep. How about John Kerrigan? How about you guys?
I would say about the same because your boy here is broke. So I
Me too.
kind of didn't really buy anything. I bought a couple like figures because this is my thing. You know, I've been collecting those since I was a kid. But I mean, you know, really nothing huge, nothing like insane other than kind of what John said, just some memories and a video of me singing Bohemian Rhapsody with a
Yeah.
live band.
That was a beautiful video.
Lifetime.
That's probably my favorite thing of not just the year, but like I said, that's one of the top 3 highlights of my life was that moment. So that's what I walked away with.
It was the cinematic video.
It really was. It was so much fun.
Always the nerds sing better.
Yes.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. I didn't even know how I sounded because I went up there and there was no monitor for me to hear myself. So I was like, okay, 1, either nobody can hear me, or 2, if they can, I probably sound terrible because I'm like screaming.
did
And I
not.
don't know how I sound.
No,
So I
you sounded
genuinely,
great.
I thought I sounded terrible, but so regardless
Okay.
though, I didn't know if I sounded good or not. So what I did was instead of leaning into my voice, I leaned into my actions. So that's why I was very animated and very like into
brain
it because
Yeah.
it's like, hey, I'll give them a show in one way, you know. Somehow.
I need to shout out though the band. That band is
Yes.
incredible,
Oh, yeah.
especially that guitar
Holy
player.
crap.
He can play all the intros. He can play all of the solos. He can play. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he plays it all from memory. There's no iPads. There's no books. Nothing. And I'm like, this dude is
Crazy.
incredible.
Yeah.
That's
Totally.
insane.
I'm
Yeah.
worried about next year where we're gonna be. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
For Boot to Eve next year. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Bunta possible? next year?
He's got a 2-year contract with them. So this year and next year.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, here's the
Yeah.
deal. If you depending on the convention center they rent, you know, it might be big enough where there might be a space where you could set up a temporary stage and have like a Bunta Eve, set up a temporary bar, all of that in the same convention space.
I know
Yeah.
he's already looking. He's already looking in those space where they're gonna be, where the convention's gonna be. Spencer's definitely scouting it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, I'll be in full Zabrak next time too.
I'll still be in my Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hello there.
I love it.
I'm actually going to cosplay. I stopped cosplaying about
Really?
last
Oh wait,
Chicago.
Can I tell the story?
Go ahead, really quick, right?
Okay, so I usually dress up as characters, and we were at Chicago Fan Expo last year, and Dairy Sabers was there, and so I'm dressed up as Ahsoka. And so my
Nice.
dad wants to dress up as Plo Koon, and he's usually the cameraman recording video, so he wants to record the interaction. So he bought these 4-finger Dobby hands. He wears them on, has the gimbal, and try to press the tiny button with big, like plastic Dobby hands, and like they're 4 fingers, so he
That's
can't do anything.
hilarious.
That's
And
so
he's
funny.
having
Awesome.
a mask on, and so he's like,
Meanwhile, my wife is the one that's now carrying the bag, the suitcase, the just all of that because I'm not able because I'm in my Jedi robe and everything else. So,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely I'm going to break out the one that she hardly ever wants me to wear. I have a cosplay she never wants me to wear.
"Oh yes."
Because
Is it Slave Leia?
it's close. It's close. But
It's the
it's
same
something.
episode, it's the same scene.
It's related to it, directly related to
say
it.
it?
But no.
Oh my gosh.
But I will walk a couple of feet and somebody wants a picture.
Yeah,
and I
it's
walk
just-
a couple of feet and she's like, I'm the attention.
And-
It needs to be on me,
And
not you.
we were at a convention, and he was dressed up as that character, and there's like the cameraman, and he was in it for like about 4 seconds, and I wasn't in that video, and I'm like, "Why did you get in that video?" But the next time, I'm like Demon Hunters, which is like a totally different fandom, and so
Love
and
K-pop.
my friend does one of the main characters, and I'm like the main star character, and I'm walking down the steps, and the camera guy like says like, go back, and I'm like, okay, and I'm walking down strutting. I'm like, this is not even my fandom. Like I like this fandom, but like it's not like my big fandom. But I'm like happy that I actually got into a video though. So.
All right, so what's the cosplay? I gotta know.
Yeah.
So we're looking at her. we're looking at her to debut Boosh.
Does that give a
Leia.
hint?
Uh-huh.
Does that give a hint?
So Han and Carbonite.
Oh.
In
I have a
Carbonite.
Han
Pretty
and
good.
Carbonite
I love
cosplay,
that.
yes.
Yes.
I
I've
love
never
that.
seen anyone cosplay that. How do you
Nobody really has.
No.
how do
no.
you
It's like-
get around?
It's
Does
a
she
plastic
like
mask.
use a dolly or something? to push you?
It's a plastic mask with like gray gloves, and it's like a blow up.
It's like I have my whole facade
gosh.
is like a blow up mattress.
I love
So,
that.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
That is
that's
so
cool.
funny.
And
That's
he's
so
just like
cool.
walking around.
Do you have a
like this.
picture of this? You gotta like send me. I need to see this.
I do.
Please send
I
me
do.
that.
All right, we need to see this, after the live stream. You don't have to show the entire
Yeah,
world, but we do
no.
want to see that. This would be funny.
Yeah,
After we're done on the
It's
going
really
live
good.
here,
It's really good.
behind the scenes, backstage,
Yeah. Yeah.
we gotta see this.
And then if people want to see,
Extra
they gotta
content.
go. They gotta go to Rebel Scum Con next year to see it in real life.
There we go.
Yes,
Wait, no, that
absolutely.
means I had to be a Boosh cosplay next year.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll do Ahsoka, Boosh, and Hera again.
What is this? Her bedtime? Like, look at her.
Yeah, right. Well,
Ah!
here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. Obviously, you're gonna do your Ahsoka and your Hera and stuff. Remember, you and my daughter, you're gonna go as Hera, and my daughter's gonna do Ahsoka next year.
Cool.
Yep.
I love
Yep.
that.
That's gonna be awesome.
That'll be a lot of fun.
That's gonna be a good team up pick right there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As people are looking at Rebel Scum Con, maybe for those who are watching or who will watch who have never been, what would you like to tell those folks who are maybe contemplating going next year?
Do it. Definitely do it.
There's
Dude.
no
Think about it.
question.
No second chance. No second thoughts. Just
Yeah.
go. Just do it.
Go.
If you want
Do it.
to immerse in the fandom and with fans that basically your people, go to Rebel Scum Con for the fans by the fans.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
we are a family that prides on vacation and core family memories. And we go between 4 to 5 weeks vacation throughout the year. And we have made an agreement that we have to wait until Bobby and Josh in Kentucky come out with the schedule so
Mhm.
that we can plan our vacations around that because we are not missing. We missed the first 2 years. We are never going to miss again.
Yeah. That's so cool. I love that. I love it so much.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back every year from now on. Of all the conventions, if anybody watches my content, you know that I love going to cons. I go to so many every year, and of all the cons that I've been to in the past, I don't know, since I started going, 3 years ago, something like that. I can't even keep track. I can't keep count of how many I've been to. This is my favorite of all that I've been to. This is the best.
Agreed.
One.
Yeah, I mean,
hands down.
if you want to gain a Star Wars family, like the one that's on this, like the one that's on the screen right now,
yes,
there is no better place to go.
That is it.
1,000%.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love hanging out with you guys. I wish we could be in the same room together. Like, this is like, it's bringing me back. And we were talking before we started, like, this is either going to be A, bring us closure, or B, we're going to be like, oh, come on. Yes, exactly.
It's B.
It's salt in the wound, bro.
It's the second one. We just all miss each other more now.
Yeah,
right.
Thanks, man.
Gazer, you, me, and Kerrigan, we're invading John's house soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Soon. 100%. It better be soon.
You guys should come to my house too.
Do it.
I'm actually more down.
Do I-70.
She's only 2 hours from me, so I'm down.
She's
for
6 from me. So
yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
we can do an I-70. We can do an I-70 Star Wars series.
Yes.
She actually.
Totally.
Tell you what, here's what we'll do. I'll road trip it to Kerrigan's. On my way through, I'll make a quick pit stop in KC, and I'll pick you up, Johnny.
Okay.
And then we'll road trip the rest of the way.
That sounds like a plan.
Have a lot of really good coming.
Yes, sir.
Just dip down into Texas and get me too.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because that's what that is. That's a dip down into Texas, right?
It's
just like just a little hour.
Yeah.
Mackenzie,
but you're worth it, dude. You're worth it. We would.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Max Rebo, you guys, you don't have to say it. If you're not comfortable, I honestly have no idea what you guys have said about it or not. But I'm just curious, where are you guys based out of?
Long Island.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So East Coast. So I'm in the middle of the country over by Omaha. We got Texas. We've got Long Island. We've got Missouri, 2 of them, and then Django, Illinois, right?
Southeastern Illinois. So a lot of people, anytime someone says, "Where are you from?" I say Illinois. They're like, "Oh, what part of Chicago?" I said Illinois.
Right?
I'm like, I'm down. I'm 4 hours south of Chicago. All right, I'm not.
We were at one convention, and we were like in like the Star Wars section, and somebody said like, "Oh yeah, you were at Star Wars Celebration, right?" I'm like, no. Or like we were at like a convention and they're like, "Oh, you live around here, right?" And I'm like, no. Like we go here basically every year, but like no.
That's funny. Box office brawler over here trying to start a fight.
I know.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm keeping it in. I'm trying to, you know.
I'll be honest. I'm kind of in that boat. I don't mind the Force Awakens, but the other ones,
Rogue One, man.
It's too late.
Rogue One. Okay, I'm thinking like sequels here. I'm thinking like the main 9 that they have. Like Rogue One, I love.
To start this fight.
Solo Star Wars. Solo, I think
this is a separate stream. Okay?
I know.
Yeah,
I think Solo. I think Solo is criminally underrated.
Oh, I agree.
It's just
I
one
love
big
Solo.
galaxy. Like it's not just like the saga of the Skywalker family. It's just like
Right.
you have Maul story,
So
you have
true,
like the
babe.
Night
Preach.
Sisters,
Yeah.
you have all these other stories that are happening in the same galaxy that Star Wars is trying to explore as well.
I'm watching Andor right now.
Whoa! Look at you
First
go.
time.
All
Hey,
right.
you know
Solo's
what?
getting its love. Okay.
Here's what I'll say. Every project creates new fans, and you'll never convince me that that's bad. And that's all I'll say.
Agreed.
Absolutely,
Agreed.
I love that. That's a good
It's
take.
just the more stories that other people like, the more we get to have a bigger family.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about that yesterday when you guys were on my podcast. Is we need younger generation to like really get into it.
Because like I'm the
Yeah.
only kid in my school that knows Star Wars. There was one other kid.
That's a
There was
problem.
Really?
That's a
in third,
problem.
so I'm going to go in
Wow.
6th grade soon, but in 3rd grade there was one kid that knew Star Wars, and I was wearing a Harrison Dula shirt that had like Star Wars Rebels, and he did not know who that character was. I'm like, you guys
Oh,
Crazy.
this is a problem.
And
You're rage
and
baiting
her,
me right now.
her 4th grade teacher
too.
absolutely loves
love Star Wars. I
Wars.
wanted her so badly, and she put a Star Wars party for May the 4th. It was
Wow.
so.
And this
I went on a full cosplay, lay cube, face paint,
You're blowing everyone's ears out.
Padawan outfit, and I actually
I
got
love
the
that.
whole class how to twirl a lightsaber.
Nice,
Wow.
nice.
I love
You're
it.
That's what I'm talking
doing it
about.
Way to
right. You're
represent.
doing it right.
That's
She
it.
had like
Yeah.
backgrounds with like planets on them and like big, like cardboard, like what is it called?
Are you listening, George Lucas? Dave Filoni? You're
Doing it
listening?
right there.
Next generation, let's go.
What is it called when you have like character on like a
Ricky.
cardboard?
Ricky, what are you
It's
doing,
like
brother?
standing.
The
Well,
cutouts.
he had
Yeah, like the life size cutout.
life size cutouts. My teacher had a one of them, and it's cut in half. One side's Anakin and one side's Vader. And so she comes up to me because she has like a camera, and she asked me and everyone like, "What's your favorite one of them?" I'm like, "This one." And so I'm like standing. I'm like, "I met this guy in real life." So I was like, "I did."
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I love it. I love it. Guys, this has been fun. I don't want to get off. I want to talk to you guys. Like,
That means we should do it
Yeah.
again.
Why are we doing
this is
that?
true.
Do it
We should
again.
do it again.
We should do it
It's my
again.
bedtime, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
Gazer,
Mom needs to go to bed.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, I can talk about that with you after we get off. Oh well. Yeah. Never mind. Forget I said
We
anything.
Yeah.
definitely need to do another live
Ricky
stream.
Ricky over here trying to rage bait Cameron. He says, "Yeah, Cameron
Hey.
became a fan from watching Resistance," and then says,
Ricky,
"All love Cameron. We accept you as a Star Wars fan."
Ricky's just trying to rage bait me right now, and he knows what he's doing too.
Yeah.
I love it.
I definitely think we need to do one of these when tickets go on sale for Rebel Scum.
Yes,
We need to do another
absolutely.
one,
Yep.
for sure.
We'll do
Yep.
it. Tickets go on sale. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just
100%.
curious, real quick. Last question.
Sure.
I ask the questions now.
Who has the high ground now?
Guys, we'll see you later. Have a good night.
How does it
Remember, the
feel?
Force will be with you. All-
No. Wait.
Cut it.
Just curious. I don't remember if we did ask this already. Then I wasn't mentally here. Who all
still
is
table.
going to Celebration?
I don't know.
Kerrigan.
I have a ticket, but I don't have
Sean.
a place to stay.
Yeah.
So
You need a place to stay?
Kerrigan, you gotta go.
I brought it up, and then you're like, "Oh, like I'm already staying with these people."
That wasn't my choice. He bought my ticket.
So it's your fault.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
throw
broke.
me
under
I
the
can't
bus.
afford to
You
go.
You can't let that.
I know, but
Anyway.
I can't afford to go. He's paying for everything. Him and Riley
Yeah.
are both paying
Well,
my trip.
yeah. So I have a ticket. I don't know the other
Morgan,
details.
meet bus.
So
You have a ticket.
Getting down to that.
That means you're going.
TBD.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many
Okay.
days is
Oh,
everybody
Ricky's going. Ricky, I'm going all 4 days. I was lucky enough. I
Me too.
had to get single day tickets, but I got all 4 days.
Nice. Nice.
I honestly
I'll be
don't
there all
remember.
4.
I think I should
Nice.
be at all 4.
Johnny, are you
Yes,
going?
I got you all 4, Django. You, me, and
Okay,
Riley
yeah.
all
Yeah.
have all 4 days.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's gonna kill me.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the only one here.
die.
Yeah, I can't go. I can't make it.
Bruh.
It makes me very sad.
What?
Sean,
I
what
know.
are we doing here? Come on.
Can't
Sean.
or won't.
Yeah, yo, JT, you're
Hey,
another one. That was
JT.
great to meet you guys. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
He also cosplayed as oh my
Starkiller.
gosh.
Darth
Starkiller?
Yeah, Starkiller. Thank you. Wow. I had a
Specifically
Darth
big
Vader?
part there in that moment. Thank you.
with the armor.
Yes. Love it. Good to see
Best
you,
one out
JT.
there.
Appreciate you being in. Oh yeah, absolutely. He's definitely the best one, the best Star Killer out there.
Yeah.
But guys, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for being on here tonight.
It was awesome.
It was good to talk Rebel Scum Con. I miss you guys more.
Miss you guys.
Much love. Much
Yeah,
love
what
to
have we
everyone
done?
on the screen here.
Yeah, it's awesome, guys.
Yes, we love it, and we'll do it again, like you said, when we get to tickets, sales, and
Yeah.
all that. And then even when they announce it, hey, this is when it's going to be. This is what we'll have to do stuff leading up to it. Maybe we'll talk to we'll
Ooh, I
talk to
like
like
it.
Bobby and stuff, and maybe the 6 of us will be like a group every time something is announced for Rebel ScumCon. How about that?
Oh,
Okay.
wow. That's
Let's talk.
awesome.
like
We'll
it.
talk to Bobby and stuff, and we'll see. We'll get
Yeah.
Limitless to help us out on that too.
Get
'cause
that
he's got a good-
rolling.
Mhm.
Hey,
That's-
I got
Yeah.
you.
That's a great idea.
So the 6 of us, we can. Well, 7 of us technically, we can all do this. This would be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun.
I love it.
Yeah. So appreciate you guys, everyone in the chat. We really appreciate you guys watching. Anyone who's gonna be watching, we really appreciate you. Much love. And as always, remember, the Force will be with you always.
Well, what have we here? Now, this podcast is something that belongs in the clouds.
I know, right? That's fire.
Such a good ending.
That's